I don't BS. I told you guys. I don't BS. I told you. Tap in. Yo, what's good, people? I do want to say at the start of the video there was a bit of like ambient noise going on in the background. That's just my bathroom fan. I adjusted that a couple minutes into the video, so I just want to say to you, man, like, it's nothing to worry about. Yo, what's good, gang? I know I've been away. I know I haven't been posting as much as I usually would be, but you know, I've had exams, you know, I've had stuff I need to get done, but now I'm back. I'm better than ever, so let's get right into it. Yo, have any of you, man, seen Togies when he's just gambling, bro? Like, I legit, my first clip I ever saw of this guy, he was gambling, he lost, he sold his car just to gamble.
This is the crazy world of online gambling. In 2024, casinos made over $72 billion, which is enough money to spend $1 million per day for 190 years straight, and you'd still have money left over, making gambling one of the largest industries in the world. But it gets worse. Online casinos have figured...
You know what, I feel like that's why they pay. Like, gambling sponsorships pay. Like, everyone knows, you know, like normal sponsorships, you do this, you do that. Gambling sponsorships pay money. But okay, it makes sense, I guess.
Figured out how to exploit the most vulnerable players to make millions of dollars off of their...
I didn't know if you man could hear that. My fan was just going in my bathroom because all that was on, so I didn't want you guys to be distracted by that noise.
Their losses and keep them coming back for more. As online gambling has grown more and more, they've started to target a very specific type of person, and it's not necessarily who you would expect.
Why now? Why this book right now?
I mean, I think we're at a point of what I would call a public health crisis.
If it didn't win, it had literally become a matter of life and death, and I was going to go and kill myself.
What?
Humans have been addicted to gambling for a while now.
What? Damn. I mean, he's lucky. I'm glad he won, you get me? Clearly, he's still here.
In fact, some evidence suggests that gambling existed even before written history. Cavemen would play a form...
Well, what would you do? You'd be like, yeah, I'll give you this rock over here. I'll give you this rock over here if you can spin the wheel and it lands on double cherry. If it lands on triple cherry.
Of dice using small animal bones with markings, and later in 3000 BC in Mesopotamia, they developed the first version of the six-sided dice we use today. Wow. Over thousands of years, gambling evolved from bones to dice to playing cards to betting on animals and more.
To back to dice.
All centered on three core principles. These three things are the only thing you need available for something to be considered.
I'm guessing. Okay. Let me think what these three. This is the currency, because it's the chips, right? It's currency that you're gambling. The actual thing you're betting on, yeah? And I'm guessing this is the prize, the return. It kind of looks like a drink, but I feel like it looks like a trophy. So currency, sport, or whatever you're gambling on, or machine, or whatever it is, or game, and then return. The rewards. Yeah, okay, got it.
Gambling. Number one, the wager itself. How much money or tokens or things are you willing to bet? And that wager...
Big brain, I'm telling you guys.
...is then placed on number two, an event with...
This isn't pre-watch, by the way. I just want to say that I have not pre-watched this.
...uncertain outcome. And finally, number three, the most important thing we care about, the prize. What do I get if I win the bet? For example, in horse racing, you place your bet, which is the wager, on a specific horse winning, which is the event with an uncertain outcome. And if you win, you could walk away with double your money. In theory, you can bet on just about anything. Will my team win tonight? Who will be the next James Bond? Will the price of Ozempic...
Do you want to bet? Sorry, my fault.
Ozempic fall before February, and this is exactly what hooks our brain.
What? You can actually bet on that?
And will the price of Ozempic...
Okay, wait a minute, let me go back. What's that bet?
Just about anything. Will my team win tonight? Who will be the next James Bond?
Who will be the next James Bond? Tom Holland. Tom Holland is not going to be the next James Bond.
And will the price of Ozempic fall before February? February, and this is exactly what hooks our brains into the idea of gambling. But to understand just how deep the psychological manipulation goes, I had to dig into decades of research on gambling addiction and brain chemistry. And honestly, without Notion's new AI tools, I would have been drowning in all of this.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Journals, addiction research, and behavioral psychology papers, and then neatly
Oh, it's still. Okay.
$180 billion industry.
I'm sorry, bro. I had to skip it. I'm sorry, bro.
In 2006, Congress passed the Security and Accountability for Every Port Act, which sounds like it has nothing to do with gambling,
What's that?
which it didn't. But buried deep within the walls of text of this act is what created the modern gambling industry we see today. The Unlawful Internet Gambling Enforcement Act, which was inside of
Ooh, internet gambling is like the worst type of gambling. Online gambling, yeah. Okay, yeah. I understand why they're going there, bro. It's like the worst type of gambling, because normal gambling, you know, you're in person, you're losing that money. When you're gambling online, you can just, oh, I want to spend more money. Oh, I want to put even more in. But it's so easy to just, you know, just when you're on your screen, it's like it's not even real, kind of. You get me? Like, it's not even like, it's like when you're in a casino and you're losing money. You know you're losing money. You can see yourself losing money. You get me? You can feel it because you're there in person. When you're in front of a screen, it's like you're playing a video game. You get me? I don't gamble. I only gamble, like, and it gets pretty addictive for me when I do. I only gamble in video games. So I love, bro, when it's a game where it's where there's just a gambling element. You can go to a casino and gamble in the game. I will always gamble, but I won't ever gamble with real money because I know how to get in the games.
the Security and Accountability
But if I did gamble with real money, this is what I'd do. Take out a certain amount of my bank account and I'd be like, yeah, if I lose that, it would have to be in person in casino, because, you know, online gambling is like, you know, you can go out gambling with your friends. You can't go out gambling online. You get me? It's not the same thing. You get what I mean? But this is what I do. Yeah, I take out a certain amount of money that I know I'm okay to lose. I'm freezing all my bank accounts. So I can't take out any more money. Yo, ignore the dust, my fault. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, because I knew if my accounts aren't frozen, I'd just be, yeah, you know, an extra 100. You get what I mean?
for Every Port Act banned gambling companies from taking money over the internet, which was the government's workaround way, not necessarily to ban gambling, but they made it impossible for the gambling to actually happen online. But two companies figured out a little
But where's the loophole? There has to be a loophole, because, you know,
loophole in the UIGEA that turned them into the gambling juggernauts we know today as DraftKings and FanDuel. You see, what they found was that although the act
I'm gonna guess, just going off that, is somewhere where if you gamble on something that's happening in real life, right, then it doesn't count the same? Is that it? But there's online gambling now, like, you know, you can go play Plinko online, it's not real life. But, you know, I'm guessing it's like the ones where it's like, oh, roulette. You know, if there's roulette in real life and you've got a camera and you bet on it, or if it's a football match, or if it's, yeah, okay.
banned online gambling, it had a special carve-out defining what a gambling bet or wager actually is. But before we get to that, I should explain the difference between a chance game and a skills
I thought it was about to be another segue into that.
game. Gambling, by definition, is playing a game of chance for money. Chance is the unknown aspect, or the random unpredictableness of gambling. When you press the button on a slot machine, there is zero skill required for you to win or lose. It's completely up to chance. But skills games, that's
Slots is like the worst thing you could play in a casino. I will repeat that. Slots is the worst thing you can play in a casino. You've got the lowest odds. Don't do it. Most of the machines are rigged anyways.
a whole different thing. When playing a skills game, the outcome is mainly based on the skills of the player, not the random chance of probability. And because of that, a skills-based game is not technically considered gambling, which made it legal while all other forms of online betting were completely outlawed. Fantasy Sports Live came
I'm guessing this whole thing then got abolished, because, you know, it's not fair. Just banning one type of gambling, but you can still go and, you get me?
First, then we saw the rise of DraftKings and FanDuel, all marketing daily fantasy sports betting. Instead of betting on the outcome of a sports game, they allowed users to create fantasy teams and bet on their fantasy outcomes. Because building the right fantasy team requires skill, or so they argue. Through player research, data analysis, salary cap management, and game lineup strategy, fantasy games were skills-based games. Thus, not gambling. DraftKings and FanDuel grew steadily through their fantasy games until 2018 when the Supreme Court overturned a previous law outlawing sports betting, which basically opened up the floodgates for these two companies. Since then, they've gone on to become two of the largest sports betting companies in the world, controlling over 90% of the market through their websites, taking the world of gambling from back alleys and mafia meetings to every corner of the country and across every TV in America. And as it exploded, the casinos and sportsbooks got way smarter about who they targeted. Because after all, they don't.
I'm confused then. Wait, let me go back real quick.
Through their fantasy previous law opened up the floodgate.
Queen strikes down ban on sports betting. Rulings room. Oh, but how did normal gambling become okay? Am I the only one that's not understanding that right now? Am I going crazy right now? Yo, let me know in the comments. Am I going crazy right now?
Got way smarter about who they targeted. Because after all, they don't make money on people who win. They want to find the biggest losers and push them for all they've got. But first,
Perfect gambling ad then. You living in your mum's basement. Get £20 free with your first £5 spent.
let's take a look at how easy it is to get hooked on gambling.
The mass legalization and normalization
Short answer. It's pretty easy.
of sports gambling has the potential to rival the opioid epidemic in the United States. It's destruction of the American family unit.
So I live in Texas, where real money, online casinos, and sports betting are illegal. But as with everything, there are loopholes.
Wait, it's illegal in like parts of the US. I had no clue about that, can't I?
Meet stake.us, not to be confused with stake.com. Although they are the
What's the difference?
same entity, one is considered a real money online casino and the other a sweepstakes casino.
Oh. Is it that you can buy chips? Is that the difference? So you, oh, is that the difference? You have their currency, so technically, so it's like a virtual currency. It's like the same as buying V-Bucks with your real money and then betting your V-Bucks, right? Or buying Robux with your real money and then trading your Robux back for real money afterwards, after you bet with it. Is that where this is gonna go? That's one. That's really smart, you know. Is that why chips are a thing?
Casino, meaning that instead of betting real money, I'm simply buying tokens and then using those tokens to place my bets on the games. So if I were to play a game like Plinko here, it's completely legal in Texas if I play using these gold coins. And if I win some money, I can convert it to stake cash and then withdraw my stake cash through gift cards or cryptocurrency, which seems completely normal and not fishy at all. The casinos
You can only withdraw it through, cryptocurrency though. Okay, I was gonna say you can only withdraw it through gift cards. That would be kind of bonds, you get me? But no, you can withdraw it through cryptocurrency too, which you can exchange for real cash. Okay.
don't care how you gamble. They just care about taking the money from your wallet and putting it into theirs. And they do that through complex psychological tricks that you don't even realize are happening until it's too late.
It tracks back to this behavior loop that I call the scarcity loop. It's got opportunity, unpredictable rewards, and quick repeatability. Opportunity, you have an opportunity to get something of value.
I feel like the quick aspect of it. The quick aspect of it is the worst thing, because you can just easily. That goes back to what I was talking about at the start of the video. Like you can just legit just sit there and just go, yep. Like Plinko, you could sit there and just. Oh shit! I just spent all my money. You get me?
So in the case of a slot machine, it's money. 2, unpredictable rewards. You know you're going to get the thing of value if you continue the behavior, but you don't know when, and you don't know how valuable it's going to be. So with a slot machine game, when those reels are spinning,
Start posting on YouTube and TikTok and see when it blows up. Magic. Does that mean I'm gambling? Does that mean making YouTube content's gambling? Because I don't know if the video is gonna get 1 view or 100. You get me?
You could win nothing. You could basically lose your money. You could win a couple dollars, or you could win a life-changing amount of money. And then 3, quick repeatability. You can immediately repeat the big.
You ain't ever winning that life-changing money. Like, most cases, you're not. It's like playing the lottery, you get me? Except with the lottery, I feel like people go into the lottery thinking, yeah, you know, I'm probably not going to win. I don't think most people go into, like, you know, buy lottery tickets thinking, yeah, I'm going to win. I'm going to hit big. This is going to be my big one. This one card right here. Like, they probably know, like, odds aren't in my favor, you know. It's a couple pounds. You get me? I just want to waste it, or it's I'm probably not going to get anything from it, you get me? But I feel like casinos, they're like, oh my god, I'm going to. I can feel it. I feel like that's a big difference.
Behavior.
And the crazy part is that this 3-part system is all around us on a daily basis. The system is designed to make you want to repeat a behavior. So whether it's pressing the button on a slot machine, refreshing your Instagram feed, or buying more stocks on Robinhood.
Bro, I was about to say, it's kind of like, if you think about it, like when you're scrolling through TikTok's kind of the same, isn't it? You're gambling whether you're going to get a good video next, you get me? You just want to scroll again because the next video could be the best video you've ever seen. You just don't know. Damn.
You are continuously coming back.
How about we both scroll to get the magic again?
To see if your post is doing better than last time, if your stocks have gone up, or if you got.
I can't lie, yeah, when I post, I'll be so honest, most of the time when I post, for like the first 20 minutes, half an hour, I just close the app. I don't check how well it's done, I don't nothing. And afterwards I start to check. Or sometimes, like I don't really check on my posts, I'm more so, I just be replying to comments, you get me? Like if someone's commented something, you know, I just reply it, because I love interacting with you guys, you get me?
A new match on Tinder. You don't know what you're gonna get, but the unpredictable nature is what keeps you coming back to check over and over again. And the casinos, to their credit, have mastered the game of psychology. They understand that the thing that keeps us coming back for more is the dopamine rush we get. But the weird part is, the dopamine rush doesn't even happen when you.
I'm gonna guess the ages that, you know, gamble the most is probably 18 to 25, right? Be for a pre-fully developed frontal cortex.
Win the mega jackpot. Instead, the largest surge of dopamine in your brain comes right before you find out if you won, while the ball is spinning around the roulette wheel or while the slots are flying by. In that small window.
I know how I feel when I'm playing a game and I put all my games, hard-earned cash that I spent hours on, and I'm like, let me put it all on black. I've had it before. I've been like, let me put it all on black. I win. Let me put it all on black again. I win a second time. I'm just sat there and like, should I have put on black? Should I have that? But you get me. I feel that.
With time.
You know, fun fact. The reason there's a green section on roulette is so majority of the time the casino's gonna win. 51% of the time the casino's gonna win on roulette, so they're gonna make money overall, you get me? That's the reason for the green. Otherwise it'll be 50-50 and they don't want that.
Your body's dopamine levels skyrocket throughout your brain because you have no idea what could happen next. Your
Or is it 52? My fault.
brain is convinced that you are about to win $1 million. And that feeling is exactly what hooks people into gambling and keeps them coming back for more. Because in your head,
I can't lie, I don't know why when I'm gambling, I'm not more so thinking, yo, I'm about to win this money. I'm thinking, oh, I'm about to lose all of it.
there's a chance that this next round might be the big winner. And even if you are actually winning, the casinos won't let that happen for very long. But if you're losing, they'll roll out the red carpet for you, which still leaves the question of who are they targeting with these games? If they're so good with
People that win casinos though, can't you get kicked out of a casino if you win too much? But anyways, people that win casinos though, they'll be winning, and that's where they start trying to offer drinks, you know, get you more hammered. They try and start giving you limousines, free hotels, because they want you to come back, because they don't want you to leave with that money. They're thinking, oh, if they've won like 30 grand, if we spend $1 grand on them, they might come back and they might return all the money by losing.
psychology, shouldn't they know exactly who they need to market to in order to make the most money.
The answer's probably they do. Yes.
Yes, they do. But the question we need to answer before this is what happens with all of the money? Surely the government isn't going to let this infinite money glitch happen without getting a piece of the pie. In 2024, commercial game.
Damn, dude, money makes. Oh, my fault. There's probably some taxes involved, right? That's what you know. Everyone knows the government loves that taxes.
Gaming revenue, which included land-based casinos, sports betting, and online gambling, hit a record of $72 billion in the US. Of that $72 billion, $16 billion was allocated to state and local governments for taxes. So it's
What did I tell you?
definitely not a small amount of money. And lobbyists have argued that the states are better off legalizing gambling and collecting the tax revenue because if they didn't, people would find ways to gamble anyway, but the government wouldn't get any bit of it. Which makes sense. They'd rather just have it out in the open versus hidden in the shadows. They also argue that it's a form of painless taxation. In other words, it's a way for the government to increase taxes without actually increasing the tax burden on all citizens. There's also an argument to be made that gambling and casinos increase tourism and job growth, which I can definitely understand. Therefore, I guess it makes sense to leave it up to the people to.
I mean, I hear that, you know. If you're gambling all your money away, you're gonna want more money. So then you have money, you know. Imagine if I only had £200 and I gambled that whole £200, I'd be sat there thinking, oh, I need to find a way to make money because otherwise I'm cooked.
To decide whether or not they want to participate. But
And I can't lie, I'd definitely go to Vegas to gamble.
there's still some issues I have with the way they market it because the victims these casinos are going after might surprise you. You see, as
18 to 25. I'm telling you, 18 to 25. Young adults, that's what they look for. If it's something else, if they turn around and go, yep, pensioners, I'll be surprised then.
As we've learned, these gambling corporations are very good at what they do. Most of the gamblers that feed these businesses are highly educated, high-earning, financially literate men. They're
I lied, okay. No, I don't mean I lied. Okay, I'm a bit surprised.
typically overconfident and think they have more control over their bets than they actually
Like rich businessmen. Okay, I hear that. I see that. I can see that.
do, and they're making enough disposable income to convince themselves that they can risk more than they actually have. But in reality, the average gambler is carrying between $50,000 to $90,000 in debt, often resorting to using credit cards to pay down their debt, only feeding the debt cycle even more. That said, there's also a scientific reason that casinos target these men. With an overwhelming 82% of gamblers
Now, you know what? You weren't lying. That did surprise me.
being men between the ages of 18 and 35, casinos have figured out the key
People in their 20s, you get me?
to creating degenerate gamblers. By targeting young men, they're going after individuals
Okay, you know what? I was kind of right then. You can't lie. I was right. I was kind of right then. Okay, no, I thought I was tripping for a second. I was right.
who don't have a fully developed prefrontal cortex.
I don't BS. I don't bullshit, guys. Yo, I do not BS. I don't BS. I told you guys. I don't BS. I told you. Tap in.
The prefrontal cortex is the exact piece of your brain that handles risk assessment and decision making. Basically, your brain breaks things down between two systems. System 1 is your fast, reactive, gut feeling decisions, while system 2 is your slow, methodical, and logical decision making tree. I'll let you guess which system casinos want to leverage.
They want to leverage. They want to leverage off the frontal cortex. They want to make sure you get me. I don't know what I was gonna say. I can't lie. I forgot mid-sentence. Yo, you man never do that. You're speaking and you just forget what you're gonna say mid-sentence.
System 1, obviously. Before your prefrontal cortex is fully developed, young men largely rely on System 1 thinking, which explains a lot of the dumb decisions we all made growing up. But it doesn't stop there. By targeting System 1 thinking, casinos get you to impulsively bet higher amounts, bet more often, and keep coming back for more even after you've lost big. Because deep down in your gut, you know there's always going to be a win on the other side of all those losses. Now,
You know what's done irreparable damage to gambling in society? That one image with the miner, that one post with the person mining, and they turn around But there's diamonds right after. That has done irreparable damage. I know that's messed up some people's lives.
After the Supreme Court ruling in 2018, every casino saw the writing on the wall. DraftKings and FanDuel had led the charge, and now everyone wanted in on the action, which is why we now
I see a steak advert all the time. The amount of Insta posts I see with just a steak logo right there.
I'll see countless ads on TV advertising sports betting with celebrities like Post Malone, Kevin Hart, or LeBron James.
LeBron! No, I'm joking, my fault.
Basically, the casinos figured out that not only can they extract all of the money out of your wallet, but they can also bring in new bettors by making it look like the cool thing to do. You can't even watch an NBA highlights video on YouTube without
But they really hit that Control X and paste into their own bank account, if you get what I mean.
getting an ad for a gambling company. And because of this constant flow of gambling ads, it's become the new thing in college towns. It seems like every guy at the bar on a Saturday night is talking about the parlay they have tomorrow that they just know will hit if Josh Allen can just run more than 10 yards. Not only that, but the casino.
Bro, I can't lie. I don't gamble on sports, but every time there's a game that I've got my money on the Come on, just let me. No, I don't want to stress myself like that. Like I'd bet like a tenner on it. You get me? If I was to do it, but you get me.
Casinos throw in bonus bets or risk-free bets to get you to try it out. And they're hoping that that innocent $10 bet you just placed on the Sunday night football game will turn you into their next honeypot. Between sports betting and prediction sites like Kalshi or Polymarket, you can place a bet on just about anything in the world today. Even the specific word the White House press secretary will say in her next press briefing. The question is, how far is too far? I'm all for free markets and letting people decide what to do with their own money, but as the marketing has skewed more and more to entangle young men in the world of gambling, is there a point where we need to step in and draw a line? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably also like this video about the student loan trap that so many of these high-value gamblers now find themselves in.
Yo, Loki, I'm gonna guess this about America's debt. Loki, we might have to check out more of this guy's videos. I'm definitely gonna make sure to leave a sub. Yo, if you man like the video, you know, head over to his channel, drop a like, drop a sub, you get me. And then also, if you like this video, don't forget about me, guys. So you know what I say, like, subscribe. You got that notification spot, just make sure for that. Anyways, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Yo, I've just really noticed that's giving me OCD right there. Why is my bed not just like, just that one bit isn't made? Yeah, that's giving me OCD. Anyway, I'm waffling, guys. Anyways, Fuza, peace out.